Before I was a builder, I was actually a toilet cleaner at McDonald's, of all places. One of the things I learned there is that there is a training guide and a checklist for absolutely everything. And they drummed into you that no matter how good you are never too good for a checklist. And so as I moved into the building industry, I took my love of checklists with me. If an organization like McDonald's can get tens of thousands of employees around the world and direct them into taking over an industry like fast food, surely a local builder could benefit from some of the same knowledge. A lot of people think they don't actually need a checklist, or like I will remember. And so this is where this book here, The Checklist Manifesto, steps in. And this is written by Atul Gawande. He is a world famous surgeon, and he talks about how flying and surgery are two of the craziest things you can do, but actually two of the safest things you can do because of checklists. Again, think of all the moving pieces that you have when you're flying a plane or doing open heart surgery, and how if you don't follow a procedure and a checklist, you introduce a lot of areas for variation and for things to go wrong. So you might think, well, building's not as critical as open heart surgery, so I can get away with it. But it's still something with multiple steps, multiple people, multiple stages, lots of things to go wrong, lots of moving pieces. And I think the thing is, no matter how good you are, you're only as good as what your brain can remember at that exact moment. And you might have the best of intentions, like, right, in 2 weeks, I'm going to remember that I need to put a piece of blocking there. And it's real easy to get consumed with the next thing. The thing that McDonald's realized is the most variable thing in the process is the person. And when you've got these multiple moving pieces on a building site, you need a process and you need a checklist to work your way through. I personally also think a checklist is a real good way to come back to like a grounding point and work out what to do next. It's a great way to work out, well, this is what I've already done, this is what's coming up. And even the act of like crossing things out or ticking them off as you go along. You see me back on the Section Nobody Wanted when I had a bunch of mini jobs, I turned them into lists. Checklists for each room, and got a big sense of satisfaction of like crossing them all off. So I've made a bunch of checklists for the building process: frames up, roof trusses, slab down, pre-clad, closed in. Basically, it's a bunch of reminders. A checklist is not about saying you're dumb and I'm smarter than you. It's about acknowledging that everyone has good days, everyone has bad days. It's just a system to stop variation. When you have multiple builds and you have a team of people doing those builds and you have your builders moving from site to site, you need a common system to follow so that everyone is on the same page. That's my gist of checklists. Over the next few weeks, I'm going to talk about my slab down checklist, my frames up checklist, my roof checklist, pre-clad, closed in, and even right through to my final handover checklist. Hopefully with the aim of two things. Number one, educating you a little bit about the process and how we go about it, and giving you some inspiration to create your own checklist for your process.